EA Sports coverage of the National Football League is on the air. Tonight, it's the final morsel in our Thanksgiving feast, and we've got a good one in store, as it'll be the San Francisco 49ers taking on the Washington Commanders. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. And Charles, you talk about this Commanders team coming into play here today.
They've certainly found their groove of late, winners of 5 in a row.
And I think the sky's the limit for this team. They're playing the best football that they've played in a long time.
On the other side of the field for the visiting 49ers, their long winning streak finally came to an end last week. A disappointing game for them, but still a heck of a run.
Indeed it was. What a great job by them putting together a streak. Now let's see how they rebound after a defeat.
Just about set for a start. Happy to have you with us, and we are underway here on Thursday Night Primetime. And he'll be tackled just shy of the 25.
So here's the first drive now for the 49ers. And leading them out is their 5th-year quarterback.
And there was a positive in last week's loss. No interceptions thrown by him. But he only threw 1 touchdown pass, and you know he wants that to improve. He might even consider that as part of the reason that they couldn't take the win last time out. I believe we'll see a more aggressive version of him this week whenever they're nearing the end zone.
First carry of the game for Christian McCaffrey. And this will leave him a yard short. Nice pickup of 9 yards on first down. And hold on here, because on that last run, it looks like we have a player who was shaken up. Well, the medical staff is going to come out here and take a look, and we will take a short break. Another run with McCaffrey on second down. And right away, he lost the football.
How about that there? No frills, no additives, right? Nothing crazy. Just find a way to pick up the first down. A nice run right there.
And he takes this up right near the 45-yard line.
The numbers for McCaffrey last week: 18 carries, 93 yards, and a score.
And now that he's playing a Thursday night game, short week, you know he spent a lot of time in the trainer's room in the cold tub trying to get his legs back for this game.
Ball spotted at the 45. Here's second down and 2. Play action. Now Purdy. And he cannot avoid the pressure as the Washington pass rush gets home.
It'll go as a loss of about 6, and now it brings up third.
The last run went so well for them, maybe they should have just handed it off right here, too. Instead, the quarterback ends up keeping it, and the defense is right on him and wipes away the yardage gained on the last snap.
Throwing here, Purdy. Open man is Juwan Jennings.
And he's going to come up a few yards short. Brought down at the 45. 4th down, so on is the punter, Riley Dixon.
Deep to return is Kevontae Turpin. They juked him.
It'll be a 40-yard punt, 8 on the return.
And it will be Washington football now with a 1st and 10. So out comes the Washington offense as they get their first shot.
And they'll be led out by their 3rd-year quarterback.
And normally in this spot we talk about passing numbers from last week, but this time it's all about the rushing. 3 times he found the end zone in his last ball game. He is a do-everything quarterback, and you have to expect we'll see him call his own number here as well.
The numbers in last week's ball game for Robinson: 20 carries, 85 yards.
Well, obviously, he didn't have a great deal of time between games, having to turn around on a short week and get ready for Thursday night football. But he said in pregame he was feeling pretty good and felt more recovered from last week's contest than he would have expected. Didn't seem to think this short week was going to affect him much as he chases a big performance here in prime time.
On second down, another shot for Robinson. And not a whole lot there, maybe a yard to the 27. This now a 3rd and 4.
A yard on the play. Brings up 3rd and 4.
To throw is Daniels. He's got his running back out of the backfield. And he's going to have a Commander's first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
1st and 10 at the 41-yard line.
On 1st and 10, it's Robinson. And he'll be pretty well stopped in his tracks. Give him a yard up to the 42. From the 42-yard line, here's 2nd down and 8. To the air goes Daniels.
In trouble, and he's taken down.
Nick Bosa in there to get him, and on the season now, that is 9 sacks for him.
And this is what you've got to do against a quarterback like him. You've got to keep him in the pocket and not let him get to the perimeter, because once he gets outside, that's where he can really hurt you.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw.
A short throw taken in by Okonkwo.
2 yards on the pickup there. And it'll be 4th down.
So much about this game is just understanding situations and then having to execute, isn't it? Guard the first down sticks. Don't let them get there. And they rallied and made the tackle.
They only punted twice in the win last week as he gets this one away. So a change of possession here on the punt. And the 49ers will take over deep in their own territory.
The visitors' offense, led by their wide receiver, headed out for their 2nd possession. And he's been a consistent force offensively all season, currently ranked amongst the best in the NFL in terms of receiving touchdowns.
The 49er offense set to get this drive underway.
And they come into this one off the loss over the weekend, but you say if you're going to play a Thursday night game, this is the week to do it.
It certainly is, because you get right back out there, you don't have time to dwell on things. And look, your game plan is going to be a little more limited, but so is theirs. So that's when you just appeal to your top players. Guys, you make plays in this one, we out-execute them, we can walk away with a win.
Back to throw, Purdy.
And he'll dump this off to his running back, McCaffrey. That's good. The completion there for 7 yards. And now 3rd down and 6 to go.
Shotgun now with Purdy. Another grab here for the dynamic Christian McCaffrey.
It'll go as a gain of 4. And that's going to make it 4th down. Riley Dixon now to punt it away. It's a 40-yard punt, 4 yards on the return.
And the Commanders will take over with a 1st and 10.
Their own 40-yard line.
A good starting spot for Washington as they come up 1st and 10
at the 40.
Play action, now it's Daniels. A short throw taken in by Okonkwo. Ball on the 47-yard line. Here's 2nd and 3.
A 6-yard pickup brings up 2nd down at the 47-yard line.
Working out of the gun, Daniels. And this will be well too low for him to bring in. It's incomplete. You look at this Niner defense.
This unit coming into this one ranked number 20 against the pass in the NFL.
And those are the kind of plays that this unit needs to make, because they know that going against a team of this magnitude and the way that they're playing, they cannot afford to let them get on a roll early. Chip away at their timing.
And he's going to have a Commanders first down as they're able to get the third down conversion.
That's good for a Washington first down. 1st and 10 at the 37-yard line.
Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. Hand off to Robinson out of the shotgun. And tough sledding. We'll get maybe a yard. Stop short of the 35.
At the 36-yard line. Brings up 2nd down.
Here's Daniels. That one a broken play, but it ends up being a good play. The scramble goes for 20.
That's a gain of 20. That's good for a Washington Commanders.
Line of scrimmage, the 15. It's 1st and 10. Now Daniels. Now he'll dump it underneath to his running back, complete. And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. 2nd and right at a yard.
At the 49ers 5-yard line.
And this is going to result in losing yardage. They're driven back to the 8-yard line. This will be a loss of 3, and now a much tougher 3rd down looming. Coming up here looking for 3 yards to pick up the first. They'll go with a touch pass here, trying to pick it up. And he's able to pick up the first before he's brought down inside the 5 at the 4. Give him 3 yards and a fresh set of downs.
First down.
Here we go now on 1st and goal. From the shotgun, it's Daniels. Under pressure, down he goes. Sacked at the 10.
A 5-yard loss.
A big loss there of about 7 yards on 1st and goal, so now it's 2nd down.
Well, there's still time to rectify this situation because the silver lining, they took a sack on 1st and goal. But that close to the goal line, it still definitely hurts.
And maybe the wrong read there as he's going to go down immediately. It'll be a loss of a full 3 yards there, and it also brings up 3rd down. Well, he'd had success earlier in the drive keeping it himself. Not here, though.
And sometimes when you have that kind of success, you can fall in love with the option a little bit too much and not give the defense credit for making adjustments themselves. And that play starts to lose its effectiveness.
Now he'll dump it underneath to his running back, complete. He did his best to just get 4 out of that, but not enough. And now 4th down.
Yeah, there certainly was a lot going on that play. Every option in the end zone covered. No place to go with the ball. Had to swing it out to the back. A good job running and getting him tackled in the open field.
Bates' kick is good. But now there is a penalty marker on the field, so let's see what this is about. And this is going to be roughing the kicker, an inexcusable penalty, Charles.
You've worked so hard to hold him to a 3-point kick. Now you give him the ball again with a chance for a touchdown.
Daniels looking to throw. And he's got it. Touchdown, Washington. Terry McLaurin, his 6th touchdown of the season. And the Commanders will claim the early lead as they're on the board first here tonight. Well, these guys have won 3 straight ball games and another good start to this one out to the 6-0 lead.
And I've talked with so many different coaches, as have you, along the way, and they always talk about winning streaks and the mood of a team and how much easier it is to actually prepare during that time. Guys are sharp, guys are focused, everyone's feeling good, and we're seeing it early in this one.
Another shot from the 1 on 2nd and goal. No score after one on EA Sports. Second quarter now from our nation's capital, and it's Washington in possession of the football. As they come up now, second and goal. Oh, how about this call down near the goal line? And he'll take this into the end zone. Touchdown, Washington. Deebo Samuel with his fourth rushing touchdown on the year. And the Commanders post the first points of the ball game as they take the lead here in this second quarter. Now they'll line up to kick the extra point. It's good, and Washington will take a 7-0 lead. So that drive spans 13 plays. And it was polished off by a Washington touchdown. Kick team out there for the Commanders as they send this one away. And he takes this near the 25. Just a little pass there. Call it the 26. And San Francisco gets set to go here. They'll be looking to match that touchdown from a moment ago. 7-0 is the score as they begin with a first down. Looking to put a drive together. Play action, and now here's Purdy to throw it. That ball caught. Brandon Ayuk. This drive starting off on the right foot. 18 yards.
On the play. And a 49er first down.
The big play to start him out. Has him at the 45 already. Here's Purdy. That's over the middle and caught by. And now the ball's out. Funnel near midfield. But it looks like one of the DBs has it.
We just saw the dilemma for every coach. You want them to fight for the extra yardage, but somehow continue to cover the football. Oftentimes when you fight that hard, the ball becomes exposed.
Defensively, it's obvious they're trying to be more aggressive. First tackle a little too aggressive. Second one, though, they strip it loose. The Commanders' offense and Jaden Daniels getting set for this next possession. And he's been a real threat, not just with the arm, but with the wheels as well. NFL's leader amongst quarterbacks in terms of rushing touchdowns.
The previous play is under
and now
review.
before the ball changes hands, they're going to take a look at this just to make sure that they have it right. Now the question, was the knee in fact down before this ball comes loose? And is the video convincing enough to overturn it?
A lot of factors here. Remember, you also need clear possession of the football afterwards. This is a tough one to overturn.
So that one overturned. They say the knee was down, and that will not be ruled a fumble. Now a quick throw as they get it to Ayuk outside. And he's corralled, but not before getting it inside the 35.
A gain of 15. First down, 49ers.
Purdy now to throw. He'll get this to McCaffrey out of the backfield. Call it a gain of 6 on the play. And that'll bring up second down.
A 6-yard pickup brings up second down at the Commanders' 27-yard line.
McCaffrey running up the middle. And he still has yet to get on track in this first half as they're going to stop him behind the line. And we're going to stop play here, at least momentarily. It looks like there is a 49er who's in some discomfort. While they come out and take a look at him, we will step aside for just a moment. Purdy. Under pressure, and down he goes. They sack him back at the 36. The pressure from multiple guys there as they bury him for a big 9-yard loss. The defense, they brought the house. That O-line, they were overwhelmed.
To put it mildly, because they didn't have enough bodies to block all the guys that came at them. Their best move, how they would have been better served, just turn around and yell, "Look out!" because here they come.
On fourth down, on his groupie to try the field goal. And his kick is good. And they are on the board, but still trailing. It's 7-3.
So that kick gives them their first points of the game, CD. And it comes on the third drive, but hopefully for them that's a spark that gets that offense going.
Yeah, and I would say if you're the offensive play caller, as you look at your sheet, you're trying to find that part on there that unlocks bigger points. They started with a few drives so far, finally got 3 out of it. How do you find the end zone? That's what he's searching for now.
The Commanders' offense and Terry McLaurin headed back onto the field. And he's been as productive as anyone in the NFL in the middle part of this season. The NFL's leader in receiving yards to this point, and he doesn't appear to be slowing down anytime soon. Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense. As mentioned, this one of the hottest teams in the NFL, riding that winning streak into this one. But now playing here on Thursday night, do you think that this helps or hurts their momentum?
Well, ordinarily, I'd say it hurts the momentum because now you get that short week. But when a team's playing as well as they are, it actually allows them to down focus and only worry about themselves and less about their opponent. So when you're playing well, you just worry about the things you're doing well and let the opponent deal with that.
Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10.
Robinson with another carry.
And he stopped immediately there. So after the loss of a yard, they'll look to push forward here on 2nd down and 11.
Throwing now is Daniels.
And he'll take this beyond the line of scrimmage as he slides to a hole. He'll wind up getting 4 there on his own, but it will leave him now with a 3rd down situation. Looking to throw. Daniels. And down he goes. The 49ers get there. A well-designed corner blitz that gets him for a loss of 8 yards. His first punt, 48 yards. This one looks equally as good. This is taken at the 23. It'll be a 44-yard punt, 6 on the return. And the Niners will go on offense. 1st and 10.
Purdy going to lead the 49ers to the line. 1st and 10.
Right at the 30.
And he'll start by handing this off to McCaffrey. And he's going to have a Niners 1st down as he'll get this up to about the 42.
Defensively, they were in the 3-4. That O-line just dominated the D-line there.
Let's go with a verbal telestrator here because that D-line has a nose over the center and it has a 2 defensive ends over the offensive tackles. That means the guards don't have anyone over the top of them. That creates a natural bubble inside where they sprint upfield, take on the inside linebackers, and if the back hits it fast enough, there should be space to run.
McCaffrey on the counter. And he'll be taken down well behind the line, and I think he might have just given those 4 yards right back. That's going to go down as a loss of 5, and it brings up 3rd down.
Now, right where this set of downs started, they need a full 10 here to pick up the 1st down and move the chains.
Under pressure, and down he goes. And the defense coming through on 3rd down, a loss of 7 to bring up 4th.
Well, that was their 3rd sack of the ball game. 2nd in the league in sacks coming into this one. They're planning on making it a race to the top, aren't they?
Absolutely. They're looking up at that top spot, but they might be looking down at the 2nd spot pretty soon.
This is taken at the 18. A very nice punt that time, but they get 11 back on the return. And they will take over 1st and 10. So out comes Washington's offense to take over. And if you just look at this game, Charles, on paper, they've got the edge, no doubt. They're hanging around the top of the NFC. On the other side, you got a squad that's towards the bottom of the NFC. But when we mentioned that to the coaches, they were having no part of it.
Yeah, and I like how you said when we mentioned it. In fact, I mentioned it, and I upset them a little bit, didn't I? Because they wanted no part of that one, and I was reminded, like a 5-year-old, this is the NFL. Any given Sunday, anything can happen. They are guarding against the upset.
Back to Robinson now on 1st down.
It's a 6-yard gain on the ground, and that'll make it 2nd and 4.
The tackle made at the 47-yard line. It's a pickup of 6. Brings up 2nd and 4.
to throw. Daniels.
And McLaurin going to pick up a Commanders first down as he'll take this down to the 44-yard line.
And the Washington first down. First and 10.
Looking to throw. Daniels.
Got his man, Okonkwo.
And brought down, but able to get it to their 30-yard line.
It's a gain of 14.
It'll go as a pickup of 14 and a Washington first down.
Washington Commanders first down. First and 10 at the 30-yard line.
Operating from the gun, Daniels. That's going to be caught downfield by McLaurin. And he will reach the 8-yard line before going out.
21 more yards. That's another Washington.
They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. And it's caught. So the ball position now at the 3. Here's second and goal.
A 4-yard gain brings up second and goal.
They'll look to throw again. Touchdown. Terry McLaurin from 3 yards out. And they're able to add on to their advantage. There was no going through the progressions on that touchdown pass.
Yeah, nor was it necessary. His receiver won that route early, presented himself. No reason to wait. Go ahead and put it on him and score a touchdown.
No going for 2. They'll kick the point after. Point after, right down the middle. And that pushes the lead up to 11. So that drives 7 plays in length.
And it's finished off by a Terry McLaurin touchdown.
Shreds him with a stiff arm.
And they'll get him down inside the 30 at the 27. San Francisco's offense returns to the field. They trail now 14-3, an 11-point deficit as they start things out with a first and 10.
Looking to put a drive together.
A quick throw completed by Purdy.
Just a gain of a couple there. And that's going to bring up second down.
We've got a 14-3 ball game with 2 minutes left in the opening half. From the 29, here's second down and 7. Now Purdy. And that went to the right side and incomplete.
They head to the line facing a 3rd and 7 following the incompletion on second down.
Purdy looking to throw. Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete.
Line of scrimmage, the 37 on first and 10.
A gain of 7 and a 49er first down.
Again, it's Purdy to throw it.
This is Jennings. And they bring him to the ground just shy of midfield. The 49ers now going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. Connects with Kittle underneath. And he's able to take it across midfield before going out of bounds.
A gain of 4 brings up second down.
Purdy will set up to throw it here. Well, that'll be incomplete. Well, he took a shot as he let that go. And it's going to bring up a 3rd down. They'll need 5 on this play to move the sticks. Throwing here, Purdy.
This is caught inside the 15. Touchdown, 49ers. George Kittle, 45 yards.
And the Niners have cut it back within a score.
For a big tight end, he can sure move like a slot receiver when he gets a head of steam going. And as a defensive back, you've got a big decision to make when he's moving like that.
Late groupie now for the extra point.
And he's got it. That cuts the lead. It's now 14-10.
Makes the score.
So that winds up a 7-play drive all told.
And it all ends with a George Kittle touchdown. After the touchdown, here's Groupie to kick this one away. And able to get this out to the 25. Brian Robinson Jr. making his way back onto the field.
And he's sure looking like a lock for a 1,000-yard season. Don't know if he's going to get it in this game, but he'd probably like to just to get past that point.
Yeah, and if he doesn't, as you noted, there's still time, still opportunity. There's still more games to be played. So, yeah, it's not a lot. But barring injury, it certainly looks like he's going to get there. And what an accomplishment that is. Anytime you get over 1,000 yards, you're celebrated in the NFL.
It's been quite a season. Still a couple chapters left in that book, though.
Ball on the 30. They'll come up with a 2nd and 5. To the air goes Daniels. Throw right side is going to be caught by Samuel. He's brought down at the 34. Call it a gain of 4.
That's a gain of 4. Brings up
to throw is Daniels. They'll roll him out right. And he takes this one down almost all the way to the 30. Now Washington going to use the second of their 3 timeouts.
That's good.
As the clock will stop with just under 30 seconds to go in the first half.
1st and 10 at the 32-yard line.
They'll look to throw here on 1st down. That's out wide here for Robinson. Now Washington going to go ahead and use their final timeout.
A 6-yard pickup.
So as they talk it over, we step aside.
Just about every quarterback is trained to really look downfield first before you come back and make a nice, safe throw. And in this case, that's exactly what he did. Found his running back, let him create some space, and it turned out to be a nice play for the offense.
Well, he's brought down. And remember here, no timeouts left. They got to get to the line quick.
First down.
And now they come up and spike it to stop the clock. 2nd and 10. Back to throw again. Steps away to his left. And the step will come inside the 5 at the 4. So halftime is upon us on Thursday night primetime, and we go off to Orlando. And Scott Hansen for our halftime report.
Our tour of the NFL starts now. It begins in Cleveland. The Browns at home to take on the Denver Broncos. And it's Quinshawn Judkins. He's a weapon in the run game. He's a weapon in the passing game. Look at him go. The Browns get their 5th win on the year as they get the victory here. Next up, we go to Big D, specifically Arlington, Texas. Check in on the Cowboys as they host the Tennessee Titans. And this is Cam Ward. He'll look to the end zone and find his man 33 yards on the touchdown pass. The Titans run their winning streak to 5 straight as they get another W. One last one to show you, and it's in Detroit. It's the Lions hosting the New England Patriots. And it's Tony Pollard. He'll take it all the way to the end zone. What a play for the score. With that, time to look at what's coming up later today, and tonight, and tomorrow during a busy Thanksgiving weekend of football. Meanwhile, in our game, it was a competitive, hard-hitting first half. We expect more of the same going forward as we send you back out to the stadium with Brandon Godden and Charles Davis.
Scott, we thank you as always, and we'll see what happens here in the second half. Both teams try to find the right formula to come out with the victory.
The 49ers ready to kick it away, and here we go. And out a little across the 25 to the 27.
Washington takes over 1st and 10 at their own 27-yard line.
Looking to put a drive together. Second half begins with a run by Robinson. Looking for a seam, but finding none. He'll get back to the line of scrimmage, and that's it. A loss of a yard there to start out. That leads to a 2nd and 11. Here's Daniels. That'll be complete to Okonkwo. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. 25 yards there on the catch and run.
That's good for a Commanders first down. 1st and 10 at the 49-yard line.
Out of the gun, they give to Robinson. And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage. From the 48-yard line, here's the 2nd down and 9.
At the 48-yard line.
From the shotgun, it's Daniels. And he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down. Multiple defenders there to drop him for a loss of 4.
This is a little hard for me to compute because I'm watching sack after sack happen, but somehow they're still behind in the game. I would expect all of this defensive pressure to translate to them taking a lead, and thus far, it hasn't happened. Time's winding down. They don't want to waste this type of performance from these ace pass rushers.
Throw to the right, caught by Okonkwo. And he's out of bounds as he gets this down to the 45.
A gain of 6 yards. It's 4th down.
Now on 4th down, on is the punt team sending this one away. And a little too much mustard on that one. It hits a couple yards into the end zone. A missed opportunity there maybe to pin them back. Here's a look at the 49ers offense as they make their way out for their first possession of the second half.
And their defense did its job by forcing the punt to start things out. And now, Charles, can the offense get in gear?
I think, partner, you can sense them saying, okay, the first half was theirs, but now let's get the momentum back on our side. We forced a punt. Now let's go downfield and score. If we do that, we'll be set up well for this second half.
Purdy off the play fake. That's caught. Davis Allen. Look at the big man rumble.
And he'll finally be taken down at the 18. A real field flipper there as all of a sudden they've got a first down in the red zone.
First down, San Francisco.
Up the gut, McCaffrey. And they'll bring him down at the 13-yard line.
2nd and 5.
At the 13-yard line. It's a gain of 5. Brings up 2nd and 5.
That's complete outlet to Ayuk. And the 49ers are going to be set up with a 1st and goal coming up as they get him down at the 6-yard line.
First and goal, San Francisco.
Back to throw, Purdy.
This is caught. Touchdown 49ers. Brandon Ayuk, his 11th touchdown of the year.
And the 49ers have taken the lead here in this 3rd quarter. So a very strong first drive in the second half, Charles, as they've turned that halftime deficit into a 3rd quarter lead.
They were pretty purposeful there, weren't they? Measured in their approach. But, boy, they executed awfully well, moving the ball down the field.
The point after, good by Groupie. And it's now 17-14.
Commanders 14.
Thank you, sir. A field goal separates these two teams as we come back for this second half.
And he's up across the 25 and down at the 28. And the Washington offense heading out.
Their lead, they have seen it evaporate completely after such a good first half. They've been shut down here in the third quarter.
Searching for answers, trying to figure out what it's going to take to get back to where they were before. The big part of it is that sometimes you don't have to go exotic now. You go back to basics. Being able to run the football, string some things together, some effective passes, try and get a rhythm established again, and try and get back in the lead.
Back in the lead, like you said, back to the basics. So one play, and they're already just shy of midfield.
Off the play fake, Daniels. Caught out left side by Robinson. The completion, but they go in the wrong direction. A loss of yards, and now they're dealing with a second and long.
Behind the line of scrimmage.
Working out of the gun, Daniels.
Eluding the pressure right.
And he will slide to a stop. He does have the first down. A gain there of 21 yards.
That's good for a Washington first down. First and 10 at the 37-yard line.
The defense did its job of taking away a quick throw, but that's only half the battle because they've got to get to him before he can make a run for it. A little bit late containing him there, so he makes a nice gain out of the play, but looked like it was in trouble.
Getting in there for the tackle, Marcus Williams.
No gain on the
Second
play.
and 9.
Brings up second down at the 36-yard line.
Now Daniels.
And he's got his man on the out route. And he's got this down almost to the 20 before he's dropped.
First and 10 at the 22-yard line.
Daniels looking to throw.
Nowhere to go here. He lost the football.
Oh, and one of the linemen on the other side has got it. Fortunate to get that football back because trailing here in the second half, last thing they needed was to lose the possession.
And the word I think of here is opportunity because it could have been lost there, their chance to score points. But the opportunity for the defense was to go ahead and really close this game down if they were able to get possession.
Throwing now is Daniels.
Under pressure, they got him again. They'll wind up losing a full 9 yards here on the sack. Now it's third down.
I don't know what else can be said about this pass rush. They have been sensational. CD, that is now 6 sacks for them.
And how many times do we talk to offensive coordinators and they say a sack is a result of everyone on offense not doing their job? But let's be honest about this one. This is the offensive line unable to counter the pass rush. They've been teeing off all game long.
Now on third and long, they'll look to throw. Nowhere to go here. He lost the football. And now this is scooped up by the 49ers. Look at the big man rumble. And he will bring this one back. It's a fumble return for the 49er touchdown. This was a close game. They needed a little breathing room. Boy, they got it right there on that return for a touchdown.
Yeah, we would say that this could be huge. Forget it. It was huge. Gave him a comfortable lead.
Groupie for the extra point.
And his guys will take a 10-point lead.
Makes the score.
The scoop and score, always an exciting play in football, and we witnessed it there. Grabbing it off the ground and then rumbling it into the end zone for 6.
So here's the kickoff now as they'll get it again following that fumble return for a score.
Oh, nifty juke there.
Not much fun for a guy trying to tackle it.
The Commanders' offense and their quarterback headed out for this next possession. And this defense has got to be at its wits' end, trying to come up with ways to keep him contained. He's had so many opportunities to tuck it and go, and he's turned a number of those opportunities into big plays. And they go play action. Daniels.
Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Robinson. So give him 5 yards there on the pitch and catch. And it'll be second down.
Brings up 2nd and 5 at the 32-yard line.
Back to throw. Daniels. Over the middle, it's complete. And tackled down after a gain of 3. Leaves him with 1 yard to go on 3rd down.
Now we've got whistles here before the snap, and I believe this is going to be on Washington.
Well, that's a tough, costly penalty because now it makes it 3rd and 6 after the false start.
Motion.
Out of the gun, they'll look to throw. Looking for McLaurin, and he's got him. And a pretty nice tackle there, ranging up from his free safety spot as he'll stop him about a yard short.
So much about offense is what you call hidden yardage. You know, you throw the ball to someone, they catch it, and then they can make a big play. You know, they create a play, run after catch. They did a really nice job there of limiting that and keeping him from a first down.
Yeah, stopped him in his tracks.
The 49ers offense and Brandon Ayuk getting set for this next possession. And he was pretty much unguardable in that first half. You see the numbers there as they try to add to him here in this 3rd quarter.
The drive begins with a run by McCaffrey. And he is going to lose yardage here. The opening play of the drive goes backwards. Now they'll come up on 2nd and 12.
Purdy now to throw. He'll get this underneath to McCaffrey.
He'll be marked down at the 26 with a gain of 7.
In search of 4 yards here to pick up the first down. Purdy from the gun on 3rd down. Got a man, that's Ayuk. And he is going to have the 49ers first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
Final minute now of the 3rd quarter.
First down.
On first down, this is McCaffrey. And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there. That's going to go as a loss of 1 on first down.
I think it's pretty evident. We can say what a difference a week makes. Last week, he ran pretty much wild, didn't he? Did pretty much what he wanted to do. But this one, they stopped him cold. That, to me, that's good scouting.
And the Washington pressure gets to him. He will go down. Dorrance Armstrong.
He's the one to get him, and that is sack number 7 for him on the year.
And this dominant defensive performance continued on that play. This poor quarterback has not received the protection he needs and has had to pick himself up off the turf far too often.
We are headed to the 4th here on Thanksgiving night. This is the National Football League on EA Sports. Back now here on EA Sports. It's 49er football here. They've got the lead as well as we get set to start the 4th and final quarter.
Now Purdy.
And this is caught. Jennings. And this effort won't be enough as they rally up to stop him a couple of yards short. Dixon, the punter, is on as he sends it away. Yeah, he was looking for the check-up bounce, didn't get it. That scoots all the way into the end zone now for a touchback.
The home team's offense and their quarterback set to take the field once more. And this defense might be about ready to wave the white flag. Nothing they have tried to throw at him has been that successful. He just processes things so quickly and makes a right read seemingly every time.
Now a handoff to start it out. Robinson. Now he's able to break to 1 tackle, but it slowed him down enough that he could only manage getting back to the line of scrimmage.
Sometimes you just sit back and marvel at what he can do defensively. Speed, strength, quickness, he's the whole package. And that package just wrapped up the runner for a loss.
2nd and 11. Middle of the field, he's got McLaurin. And he's taken down, but able to slip across the 35. 17 yards is the pickup there for number 17.
1st and 10 at the 36-yard line.
So signs of life in what's been a dormant offense in this second half. Here's 1st and 10.
straight ahead. It's Robinson. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. The 71 yards rushing for him here as he starts to draw closer to a 1,000-yard campaign.
First down. First and 10 at the 48-yard line.
I think they like this drive a little bit better there, partner. Running game helping out, picking up some of the slack. Because remember the last drive, they went 3 and out.
And they'll let the quarterback keep it here on first and 10. And this one goes nowhere. Losing yardage on the play back at the 46. 2 yards the loss, second and 12. Well, That's running the football in this one. Yeah, that's undeniable. But that time, the defense was on to it.
And, partner, I think the more you see a play like this, the more they're able to diagnose it quicker and easier for them to defend it. I think you have to dress it up a little bit and show maybe some different formations and looks.
It's a gain of 6. Brings up third and 5.
To the air goes Daniels. And that's going to be incomplete. The contact there enough to jar that ball free. And it brings up fourth down. Daniels going to throw for it. That's complete to his receiver, McLaurin. And now this is going to depend on the spot. And they say he's just short. The Commanders went for it, but they cannot pick up the first. And it'll be a turnover on downs. So they really needed points here in a 2-score game. Could not come away with anything there on fourth.
And while we know they're a little bit discouraged here, they can't check out of this game. You and I have called a good number of games over the course of our career where we've seen these types of situations. Teams get the ball back, and that miracle does occur. So they can't let that dream go just yet. They have to get stout on defense here.
Yeah, right now really hoping for a turnover. First play of the drive goes the wrong way. Here's second and 12.
He's brought down back at the 40-yard line.
Purdy. That's over the middle and caught by Pearsall. Washington on third down. They've converted 3 times in 8 chances. This is third and 7. They'll get this into the hands of Ayuk. And he is going to have a Niners first down as they're able to get the third down conversion.
Ayuk. A gain of 13 yards. First down, 49ers.
Purdy looking to throw. Oh, the Commanders are going to get there as he's taken down. Pass protection has been a problem all night long as they come up facing second and a bundle. And just 3 yards on the catch there. He couldn't get away. And they'll be facing a third and 12. And throwing here, Purdy. He'll get this out wide here to McCaffrey. And he'll be taken down well before the first at about the 36-yard line. And his kick is indeed good, and that will extend their lead even further. So that maybe not a knockout blow, but I suppose certainly every little bit helps when you're trying to salt one away in the fourth.
Well, the possibility of being beaten by 2 late touchdowns or at least sent to overtime does exist. But time, definitely a big factor at this stage of the game, is in their favor.
And a decent return out to the 27-yard line. The home team's offense and their quarterback ready to go once more. The Washington offense at the line and ready to roll. They begin the drive with Robinson. And back to the 30. It'll be second down. Here's second and 7.
A 30-yard line. A 3-yard pickup. Brings up second and 7.
To throw is Daniels. Over the middle, complete to Samuel. Third and 5.
It's a gain of 2. Brings up third.
Here's Daniels.
And that is incomplete. Oh, he had a defender right there with him to force that to the ground. And fourth down now coming up.
Good, clean play. No flags coming out of the pocket of the officials. Turns into an incompletion, and that should get him off the field with a 3 and out.
Hey, that's my man. I got him.
On fourth down, here's Daniels. And he's brought down. Can't do anything with a football. It's a sack and a turnover on downs. Washington goes for it, but it does not pan out. And the Niners take over in terrific field position. This is McCaffrey on the give. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. So the opening play of the drive goes backwards. Now they'll come up on 2nd and 12. Again, they run. Again, it's McCaffrey. And they're knocking on the door now. There's a good run there. Going to take this to about the 10-yard line. So not quite a 1st and goal. It's 1st and 10 from the 10. They'll give it up to McCaffrey. And he's going to take it in. Touchdown, San Francisco. Christian McCaffrey with career touchdown number 96. He joins Eric Dickerson on the all-time list. And the 49ers look like they're going to get back in the win column as they extend their lead here in this fourth quarter.
The 49ers.
And here comes throw number 1 for the backup QB. And he's going to go down. Can't get rid of it. So a sack on a 2-point try. Tried to roll out, make a play outside of the pocket, but couldn't get it done.
When you don't have a lot of space for your receivers to operate, and down there it's really condensed when you're snapping the ball from the 2-yard line, rolling out, you extend a play, but you don't necessarily open up better avenues for people. And on that play, there's just nowhere to go with the ball, and you end up getting sacked.
This offense and their running back headed back onto the field. And he has put in a full game's work and then some. Just an incredible performance on the ground to this point in the fourth quarter. Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense. Now, this game went off the rails early for them and never really got back on track. And these fans, they were expecting to be on the other side of the scoreboard, but that is not the case as we play on here in this fourth quarter. So one play, and they're already just shy of midfield. From the shotgun, it's Daniels. Now he'll dump it underneath to his running back, complete. And he gets it inside the 35 and just shy of the 30.
Washington, first down. 1st and 10 at the 32-yard line. Working out of the gun, Daniels.
Flushed out right. A loss of 4 that time on the sack, and it brings up 2nd.
We all know he's one of the better quarterbacks in the league, but definitely not today. His team trailed by multiple touchdowns, and the late sack, just a parting gift from the defense for him to take back to the locker room with him.
Now Daniels. Got a man, and he hits him in stride. They get 11 back on that one. It leads to 3rd down. 3rd and 2.
A gain of 11. It's now 3rd and 2.
Daniels looking to throw. Able to find the open man. That's complete. And he'll be taken down, but he does have 1st down yardage.
That's another Washington Commanders.
On 1st down, Turpin. And he takes it down to the 10-yard line. 1st and goal, and they got to be thinking a chance to get right back into this football game. Throwing now is Daniels. And he's got his man in stride, complete. 2nd and goal from inside the 5.
A gain of 5 brings up 2nd and goal. at the 4-yard line.
He's going to use his legs here. And he'll get blown up behind the line of scrimmage, back at the 6. Now this likely a must-have, 3rd and goal.
It's 3rd and goal.
Looking to throw. Daniels. And that is caught. Touchdown, Washington. Deebo Samuel. He scored on the ground and through the air. And the Commanders have got it back to a 2-score game here in the 4th. The try here for the extra point. And they're able to cut the deficit to 12.
Makes the score.
That time a 9-play drive. 2 scores down, 3 timeouts left. Still a chance if they can somehow get this one back. And the 49er hands team does its job. The risk reward of the onside kick. When you don't get it, the risk comes out to play. And here they gave up great field position.
And that's the key to everything, because you're trying your best to press advantages when you have them, and field position leads you to that type of play calling, whether you want to blitz or whether you want to throw the ball deep. Those types of things, now that they've given up that type of field position, the advantage is switched to their opponent.
2 minutes left to play in this football game here on EA Sports. Now it looks like he'll throw here. And he'll dump this off to his running back, McCaffrey. Now, this is a big 3rd down, and you'd have to think we'd see a timeout right away if they can't stop him here. Now Jones. They'll set up the screen to McCaffrey. Washington now going to use the first of their 3 timeouts, as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. The punt team and Vernon out there as he gets this one away. Yeah, there's a work of art right there. Out of bounds at the 2-yard line.
Their own 2-yard line.
The home team's offense and their big play wideout getting ready to get back to work. And he's had some kind of game. They made it a point to get him involved early, and it has paid giant rewards to this stage of the game. To throw from his end zone. Daniels. Batted at the line, but he still brought it in. Now 2nd down and a few inches.
It's a gain of 9. Brings up 2nd and inches at the 12-yard line.
Play action, now it's Daniels. Pass complete, Samuel. And he'll be out of bounds near the 30. In fact, right on the 30.
That's good for Washington.
They'll look to throw here on 1st down. Now he'll dump it underneath to his running back, complete. And he's brought down at the 34. Call it a gain of 4.
It's now 2nd and 6 at the 34-yard line.
Again, he'll drop to throw. Looking for his running back, and he's got it. And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds.
1st down. 1st and 10.
Back to throw again. Looking for McLaurin, and he's got it. And he's got this down a yard or 2 shy of the 40 before he's out of bounds.
Out of bounds at the 41-yard line. It's a gain of 5. Brings up 2nd and 5.
They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. And this will move the chains again as the tackle's going to be made at the 49ers' 30. The Commanders going to use the 2nd of their timeouts as the clock shows 50 seconds to play here in quarter number 4. And he's down into the red zone at the 15 after a gain of 15. 1st and 10. Now Washington going to go ahead and use their final timeout. And as the 2 teams talk it over on their respective sidelines, we take a break. Now he's got it. And the Commanders are going to have a 1st and goal coming up as the tackle made at the 3-yard line.
That's another Washington.
And he clocks it with just over 30 seconds left. 2nd down, goal to go. To the air goes Daniels. And this is caught for a touchdown. So hang on now. Things just got a little bit more interesting here in the final minute.
I'm not sure term here, but it certainly felt like it. They got the touchdown they needed, but if I'm on the defensive side of the ball, okay, you got the touchdown, but it sure took you a long time.
Yeah, and now remember, all touchdowns are reviewed, and in a tight game like this, they're going to take a good long look at it. They're taking a peek at whether or not those feet were in bounds, and obviously a big call here in the end zone.
And not just the feet. How about the hands? How is the ball possessed while the feet are hopefully getting down in bounds? That's what they're trying to look at to see if it all comes together.
So they called it a touchdown originally, and this will stay a touchdown after the video review, so they had it right. Extra point splits the uprights. And now things get a bit more interesting here in this fourth quarter.
Commanders 48.
So with under 30 seconds to play, this is the game right here. And it's the 49ers who recover it, and that ought to just about do it. They had to go for it with no timeouts remaining, though now. This one's as good as over.
They gave it an effort. They tried their best, did everything they could to try and get the ball on the onside kick. You're exactly right. They had to try it. It was their only option. And now this game is done. Just take it, kneel, and call it a day.
San Francisco set to go on offense once more. And they've got this one in hand. No timeouts remaining defensively, so this one should just be one kneel and then handshakes. Down to a knee goes Jones, and that should just about seal it. Well, somebody lit a fire under that offense during the break, Charles. Remember, they trailed at intermission. They come out, they have the big second half, and that lifts them to the victory.
And Brandon, trailing at halftime, we always talk about teams making adjustments. You know what the best adjustments usually are? It's just executing better. Because the game plan you put in place at the beginning of the week often still holds. You don't have to make wholesale changes. You just have to do it a little bit better, a little cleaner. And they did that in the second half, and that led them to victory.
So for the 49ers, the win gets them a step closer to 500 at 5-6. And now they'll get the weekend off as they get a little extra time to prepare to face the Buffalo Bills. Meanwhile, for the Commanders, they go down to defeat for just the second time in 11 games so far. And they'll be on the road next week as they get a date with the Jaguars in Jacksonville. That'll do it for us.